My dad he was going to play football. Yeah. Then I was born. You know, most people don't know, my dad slept on a park bench in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, because they went and rent him an apartment. So I had to get on a bus with my mom at like 6 to 8 months old, ride to Sioux Falls, South Dakota on a Greyhound. So they would rent an apartment to my mom. I slept in the top drawer in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Would the apartment wouldn't rent it to him?
But they would rent to a black woman with a baby, but they wouldn't rent to him as a black male. Ooh. And so I slept in the top drawer.
We're not seeing that they have effectively removed black men from households. You know what I'm saying? And a crazy stat came out. 70% of the motherfuckers in prison are from single mother households.
I saw that stat.
Yet, the single father household is the same as a mother and father in the house. The kids that's in prison. Stat-wise. Yeah. A single father is holding down the kid the same as a 2-parent household when it comes to that kid going to prison. But the single mother household, 70% of those kids are in prison. Right. What's that say? They've effectively removed us, put a motherfucking price tag on you checking your kid's homework. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman now wants money for things that ain't even got nothing to do with the child's well-being.
Right.
You know how much a father's glance saying don't do that is worth? It's invaluable. Mm-hmm. They put a price tag on that. And he's not there to be like, no, because she bought into the system of you're not providing something that the state will give me. And that the state will, and I'll make you give it to me. So later for you cooking dinner, later for you doing the dishes while I'm going to work, because every dynamic doesn't have to be what they said it has to be. In some households, the woman might go to work and the father's holding the kid down. As long as it's a family, as long as it's a nuclear family, a word that I learned when I was 40 years old, a nuclear family, then we win as a community. That's where we lose. The community, you know what a community I've learned a community is? A community isn't a bunch of individuals that live somewhere. It's a bunch of families that live somewhere and the individuals around it and how the individuals affect the families of the community. Look at every other community. It's families and the people around, how that affects the families. Ours is the only one where the family isn't the nucleus. But every other community, the family is the nucleus of the community. They've effectively dismissed ours, put our children in plantation, you know what I'm saying, and make money off of it on the stock market. We are modern day slaves. And we're too caught up in what this said to me on IG to even recognize it.
So it's bigger than the music.
It's much bigger than the music.
It's much bigger. Like you said, it's
Look at the play. Look at the play.
How long did you know that for?
I've been peeping it since I understood that motherfuckers make money on the stock market off of privatized prisons. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Was that during your career?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they've taken away a cat like me that might have something to say that might be to the contrary of I blew that nigga's brains out. They've effectively muted us. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga that's talking about I blew that nigga's brains out, let's get him on the show tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they're pushing. And the cats that are, you know, like these are babies, man. Yeah, these cats are about it. But by the time these cats realize what happens, they're already gone.